Hello there YouTube, this is Quapedular here, and today I'm going to show you how to set up, run, and eventually connect to a Minecraft bucket server. This is a three-step process, the first step being to get your files together, then allocate more RAM to the server, and finally make a port forwarding rule so other people can connect to it. So let's get started. The first thing you want to do is get your .jar file. There is a link to it in the description, and then you want to create a new folder. Title this folder something like server files, and drag your CraftBucket file into there. Once it's in there, open up the folder and run the jar file. This will create all of the files which it needs to serve up to people connecting. There's 14 of them, so you'll know when it's done. And we have successfully completed step 1. So once you've created all of the files, you're going to need to end the Java process so we can allocate more RAM to it. So open up your task manager, Control-Delete, switch to the Processes tab right here, and scroll down to Java and end the process. Once you've done that, you can open back up your folder, right-click this, rename it, and name it just CraftBucket. Once you've done that, create a new text file. And since we're going to be deleting this, you don't need to name it anything special. Then open it up and paste this code into it. This is the code that gives Java more RAM. This is the maximum amount, this is the minimum amount, and M stands for megabytes or G for gigabytes. So this has a starting minimum of 256 megabytes, a quarter of a gig, and can go all the way up to 1.5 megabytes, which is, or 1,536 megabytes, which is 1.5 gigabytes. Again, you can write this out as G, so I could do 1G for 1 gigabyte, or 1024 megabytes. But change this to your system, make sure not to set it too high, and leave some room for background processes. And once you've changed this to your system, save it as a batch file. Make sure you're in your server files, and then save it as startserver.bat. And make sure that that file's there. So once you've done that, you can delete the original text file, and we've successfully completed step 2, allocating more RAM to the server. So now we come to step 3. The third step is to port forward, which allows other people to connect, so this is a mandatory step. So what you're going to need to do is open up Command Prompt, go to Run or the search bar in the Start menu, and type in CMD. Once you're in the command prompt, type in ipconfig and hit Enter. Keep this open, and you're going to need to record the default gateway and the IPv4 address. So keep that open, and then open up your browser. So this is where you're going to need those numbers. Find the default gateway, 192.168.0.1, and type that into your address bar. Once you've done that, you should get your routers page right here. Unless you've been here before, there's no password, so just log in. And this will be different for every router on how to set up port forwarding. If you're confused, you can find detailed instructions online, but it shouldn't be hard to find. For a D-Link router, it's just under Advanced and Port Forwarding. After you poke around for a while, you'll probably find this page, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Anyway, create a new port forwarding rule, name it whatever you like, Minecraft server, and then have it open up this port for both TCP and UDP, 25565, and have it forward to your IPv4 address right here. So once you've done that, make sure it's both TCP and UDP, make sure it's this port, and make sure it is forwarded to the correct address. So of course always allow it and have it scheduled always. So save these settings, I already have it saved, and then close out of your browser. So now that we've done that, you can close out of your command prompt window, open up your server files. If you want, you can create a new shortcut like I have here for easy access, and then just test it out, see if it works. So this is the console window in which the server runs from. It gives you information about it right up here, and then you can also input commands, see who's connecting and disconnecting, and is a pretty cool way to monitor your server. So wait for it to prepare the spawn area, and while it's doing that, we can open up Minecraft, log in, and then go to the multiplayer tab. So I already have it set up right here, test server. I'll delete this to show you how to do it. So what you're going to need to do is go add server, and then there are 3 different addresses depending on where you are. If you are on the same machine like we are, type in localhost. If you're on a different machine but is still on the same network, say a laptop in a different room that's connected to the router, type in its internal LAN address, which again can be found through ipconfig. And if you're on a completely different network, you have to type in the actual IP address of the computer. There is a link in the description for how you figure that out, just so you know. And so those are the 3 possible options. But since we're on this computer, we do localhost, and there it is. So we'll try connecting. And again, you can monitor it through here, eSwiz logged in, and here we are in the server. And I'm going to quick demonstrate the console window abilities, and then I'll finish this up. So if you want to use any commands in this, you certainly can. For example, you can use list, so you can see connected players. You can even broadcast stuff. Broadcast hi. I guess I can't broadcast without extra command plugin, but you can certainly say stuff as the server. So that is how you set up a Minecraft server, run it, and connect to it. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed this tutorial and can have fun setting up your own servers.